Night Baseball from the Twin Cities. Target Field in downtown Minneapolis. Tonight, the start of a 3-game interleague series between the Chicago Cubs and the Minnesota Twins. It's Twins baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Guillermo Perez gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy pitched really well in his last outing, only allowing 1 run. If he brings that kind of stuff to the ballpark, he has a chance to pitch another gem in this one.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does the team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. The Twins coming up. No score. Digging in for his second at-bat, Louis Bichette. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The windup and the 0-1. Lifted the other way to left center. Bishop giving chase, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And the Twins have something brewing right away. It's a leadoff double.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double hit.
Striding in once again, King Bishop. He's coming off a month in which he earned National League Player of the Month recognition. First offering on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Fontana, base runner at first with 1 out. The 0-2 once more. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and that's home run number 64 on the season, and the Cubs have made this a 3-2 ball game.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great...
Ready to take his axe again, King Bishop, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game, pounding the zone.
And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right.
Big turn,
That's
big
in
turn,
for
big
a
turn.
base hit, and he's 2 for 3. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
So striding in, Nick Williams, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. The 1-1 home.
Oh, beat it out, beat it out.
Side. Throw on to first in time, one away. Ready for another chance. Tyler Austin. He struck out and popped out in his 2 previous trips. Well, obviously not biting on the first 2, so it looks as though they'll just go ahead and wave him down to first base for free here. Ready once again, J.D. Davis. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's the 0-2. And he got him. So 2 outs now, and with 1 big out still to go, they may be able to get out of this mess with the lead intact.
I'm really impressed by that strikeout, and I'll tell you why. He should have gotten a call on the pitch before, and it looked like he got squeezed a little bit. In a bases-loaded situation, that can drive a guy nuts, drive you crazy. What I loved is he didn't let him take him out of this game, and he came back with another good pitch and got the punch out. A really nice job of taking it 1 pitch at a time.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners and the side is retired. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 men left stranded. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6. Twins lead it 3-2. Digging in to try it again, Clarence McCormick. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now the 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Bishop is in retreat as he pulls it in for the first out. The next Cub up, King Bishop. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Up next will be Nick Williams. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
High in the air out to center field. Buxton is in pursuit, and he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. But the tying run comes across here, so it looks like this could be a wire job. 7th inning stretch upcoming here in the Twin Cities, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. So a big spot here, and stepping in, King Bishop, as he'll hit with the go-ahead run at third and 2 away. And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
And this is the right move here. With first base open, take the bat out of this guy's hands every single time.
Ready for another shot now. Nick Williams. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much. 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Round hard,
and
round hard,
you're
scoring.
For extra bases as that ought to plate the go-ahead run and maybe another. And the second run will score as well.
Dan, this had all the makings of going extra innings, but right there, a knock to drive in 2 for your team.
Yeah, D-Roll, that's a huge 2 RBI base hit here in the top of the 9th inning.
Into the box now, Louis Bichette. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it. So he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases.
That's how quickly things can change in this crazy game. The pitcher was upset about the call on the previous pitch, which could have been strike 3. Then he serves up one for a double. Good example of why you have to have a short memory in this game. You let those things get to you, and oftentimes they lead to more mistakes.
So stepping in, Gregory Polanco, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Aparicio, the runner at third. Bichette is at second with nobody out. Lifted in the air to center field. Bishop has a beat on it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate, but not in time as the run scores.
Wow, you don't see a closer finish better than that very often. Only needed 4 pitches to slam the door in the face and salt this game away for his guys.
This evening's game comes to an end. 5-4, the final tally. The Cubs came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Archie Cardenas earns his team-leading 11th win. Johnny Hager wraps it up for the save, his 41st of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB. Coverage now of Saturday Night Baseball as we welcome you to Target Field in Minneapolis. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game interleague series between the Chicago Cubs and the Minnesota. Ray Guardado, the Cuban-born right-hander, will be on the mound to start. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
First delivery to him on the way.
Go hard, go hard,
Bouncer
go
up
hard.
the middle. He'll go to the bag for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. And now the Twins will go to work on offense. We've got no score. Up next for Minnesota, Ryan Benjamin. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone all the way into the upper deck.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Coming to the plate now, Kirby Julio, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Pulled toward right center field.
Relay, here we go.
Catch
Relay,
made
relay.
in center. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score as that run breaks the tie and makes this a 2-1 ball game.
Great work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield and give his guy at third a chance.
The next twin up, Jason Ono. He drove in 3 of his team's 4 runs in last night's game.
Ono.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bishop is going to get there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. We're back to Target Field right after this. Striding into the box, King. Bishop, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
First pitch of the at-bat. Missed with a breaking ball.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so important to have command of those secondary pitches, or hitters just start sitting on the hard stuff.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. A cold strike on the inside corner.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be.
Striding in, David Aparicio. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Bishop sprinting after it. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. Now it'll be the Minnesota DH, Louis Bichette.
Designated hitter, Louis Bichette.
The 1-1. Lined hard toward right center. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Stepping into the box, King. Bishop. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch coming. Here it is. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch, too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Nick Williams, 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Russell on second. Bishop at first with no outs. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Benjamin on the move. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And a daring move there pays off as he'll make it into third on the fly ball to left.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the fly out. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
So in now for Chicago, Alexis De La Rosa. 5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Runners on the move for second. That's a strike to throw down. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. So they get a runner into scoring position now at second following the 1-out stolen base. And as we flash up our Cubs leaderboard, you can see he currently sits in 4th place on the ball club in that category. Lifted the other way out to left center. Benjamin is after it. But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
There's an interesting play right there. Base open. They elect to pitch to him, and what does he do? He hits a ground rule double, which forces the run from second and third to come in.
Now batting, Kirby Julio earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Bishop racing back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall.
Coming, relay. Cut hold.
And he's in safely to third, as a run will score on the play as well.
Looked like the outfielder might have thought that was just going to be a long flyout. I know I did too, but it carries farther than anybody thought and all the way off the wall. And by the time he realizes it, it's too late and he's got a clutch.
Here's Byron Buxton now. Julio takes his lead at third with 1 away.
Byron Buxton.
High in the air out to center field. Bishop is there. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now a 6-4 ball game.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home.
Digging in the switch. Bishop, he's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He can put 3 runs on the board in a hurry, so expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
The 1-0 home. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. 6 runs, 10 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
That strikeout was all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first 3 pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the 4th pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff. Yet another way.
Into the box, Prince Jamison. He singled his last time up.
Jameson.
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. And that's a home run into the top tank. Solo shot to right center. Number 11 for him on the season as they've cut this deficit down to 4.
Wow, not every call is going to go your way. There are some pitchers that pitchers think are pitchers' pitches, and you don't get that, and it puts you in a bad spot.
Stepping in, King. Bishop will swing it from the left side right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away.
Go on, go 2, go 2.
And this gets past him at third as it
He's
hugs
up,
the
right
line.
here.
A fair ball. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there. Probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never. And I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
And this one misses for ball 4, and now that'll load him up here with nobody out.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Now at the plate, Alexis De La Rosa, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Russell at third, Bishop at second, Williams on at first with nobody out. Hit hard to short. And that's through for a base hit. 1 run is scored. And a relay home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
So coming to the plate, King, Bishop. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
Has a look. Now the pitch. Hit hard up the middle. In there, a base hit.
Come on, get down, get down.
The relay. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Wow, how quickly things can turn around in this game. He gets the first 2 outs of the inning, and he looks like he's on cruise control, thinking that he'll get out of the inning without even breaking a sweat. But then a single and a double, and now he's stuck with runners on second and third.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Nick Williams, and he's working on a 3-double game right now. The 1-0. Is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
The 2-0 on the way. Lifted the other way to left center. Benjamin is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Cubs strand a couple. They're up big, however. It's 11-5.
Well, the skipper has to be pleased. They go on the road and win the first 2 of this 3-game series. Playing for the sweep tomorrow.
11-5, the final tally in this one. The Chicago Cubs wrap out 19 hits. Afternoon baseball now on the show from Target Field in downtown Minneapolis. Today it's the 3rd and final game in this 3-game interleague series between the Chicago Cubs and the Minnesota Twins. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Willard Samuel, a native of Minnesota, gets the starting nod. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, in a day and age where we don't see very many complete games, 6 really good innings in his last start to pick up the win, and I think they'll be happy if he can duplicate that again in this one.
So digging in now, King. Bishop watches fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he lays off there 1-0. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. D-Row, getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
Now the 2-0 home. Back up the middle. And the Cubs are going to strike first here. It's a base hit, and they have taken a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, great job right there. You squared up on that
yesterday,
sucker.
D-Row. They're off to a fast start again, striking here in the first inning.
Yeah, this offense is on fire. Obviously, the hitting meeting resonated with these guys. Scored a ton yesterday and picked up right where they left off.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Nick Williams. And a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. Fontana over at second. Bishop at first with no outs. Closing fast, and he makes the diving catch. The relay throw won't get him.
Taking another look at it, the ball has some topspin on it, but he's on the full run and dives to make the catch. Nice defensive play right there.
Here's Tyler Austin now, and they're runners at the corners now. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Oh, and they've got him picked off. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. Scooped up. Only play is going to be to first, so score it as an RBI ground out as the lead moves to 2-0 now.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
J.D. Davis the next at bat. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. The 1-2.
Find the ball, find the ball, find the ball.
Up. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. So 2 runs on 2 base hits, 1 error, and 1. Stepping up now, Henry Bravo. And as you can see, he's seen that average climb the last week or so.
Henry Bravo.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? Gone all the way into the upper deck. So a solo shot here to left center field. 4th home run for him on the season. And the Twins cut the lead in half here. It's now a 2-1 ball game. Stepping up to the plate, King Bishop. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
1 ball has already left the yard, and the big boys haven't even come up again. Get the fireworks ready.
The 1-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1. Stepping into the box, King Bishop. He flew out in his last at-bat.
King Bishop.
First offering on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Fontana on at first, nobody out. And the changeup is way low that time.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitchers' pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Now the payoff pitch home. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. Back goes Polanco to the track. But he can't get to this one.
All right, hold it here.
And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
When you play with fire, you have to expect to get burned once in a while. He's about as hot as you can get right now. They continue to pitch to him, and he continues to make them pay. Nice double off the wall here.
Up next will be Nick Williams. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Six runs, 8 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. And my goodness, up and in. Very dangerous that time as he dives to the ground. It's ball 4. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Here's Tyler Austin now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
At the plate, J.D. Davis, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Just got a piece up the line. A spin and a throw. Spin throw gets him at first. A great play, but a run will come in to score. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Caden Rosado, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Ono is there, and the side is retired. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Cubs 7 and the Twins 1. Standing in, Kirby Julio. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
And that look to catch him flush down near the foot or the ankle. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting it up.
Leading off the inning, Prince Jamison, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Soft liner towards short. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with not.
Digging in, King Bishop, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First pitch coming, here it is. And that one stayed too low apparently. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1.
Hard 90, hard 90.
The ground is short. Throw gets him, 2 down. Now in the box, King Bishop. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one just missed outside. Russell on third, De La Rosa on second, Fontana at first, 2 out in the inning.
Come on, get there, get
On
there.
the ground, played on the backhand. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So no runs here on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. 7th inning stretch upcoming here in the Twin Cities. It's the Cubs 8 and the Twins 3.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
8-4 the final this afternoon. The Cubbies jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Ken Charles earned his 9th win of the year. Willard Samuel struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. Tommy Rocha works 2 full innings in relief to record the save, his 4th of the season. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa.